Hey, what's up, guys? It's In Squared Sports, and we are back in person. It feels so good to not have to record a Zoom call, but we're back in person now, finally. And today we're going to be talking about Dalvin Cook and the signing rumors of him wanting a big deal. The Vikings not kind of wanting to sign him. So, Nick, you're probably an expert about this. He went to Florida State. It's Nick's favorite college, so talk about it.
It's interesting. I'm blanking on the numbers, and we are sort of late on this. We've been wanting to do the video for a while, but we haven't gotten the chance to. So the numbers are still off my head a little bit, but I know he was wanting pretty much CMAC money, and I think it's sort of absurd for a dude that's been injured pretty much every year. I mean, he pretty much had 2 missed games this year, but one of them was, week 17, you don't play, you're in the playoffs type miss. The other one was an injury miss. He had a fantastic season this year, but his injury issues have been a concern. Some people are saying, "Oh, maybe he's better now." No, he's been injured every single year. He was like this in college, and he's like this in the NFL, and that's just who he is. Is he worth the money that you're going to be paying? Sort of around. Would you pay him $13-14 million a year? I don't think so. Their backup produced similar production, and I want to attribute a lot of his success to the system. His own, his own agent came out with, it was this picture that he tagged Dalvin Cook in, and it was evidence to show that, yes, he does slightly improve their offense. He is not significant to improving that offense. Now, you can argue the numbers may be a little skewed in one direction, but the point still stands is that he's not making a massive difference like Derrick Henry or that CMAC type of difference. I don't have an issue necessarily paying him 9 to 11 million, but once you get into that like around CMAC, I don't think it's worth it. I love Cook and I'll fight for Cook for a really long time. But he's been injured. I don't see, especially with what his agent said, I don't understand how on earth you can justifiably pay him as much as Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Christian McCaffrey got $16 million a year. I don't think Cook is worth that. I mean, Christian McCaffrey, as of right now, has not really even missed a game, I don't think. Mm-mm. And he's been a do-it-all running back, kind of the face of that offense, kind of the only part of that offense that was even that great last year. Mm-hmm. Dalvin Cook is nowhere near, talent-wise, he might be near the top of the offense of the Vikings, but he's nowhere production-wise. I mean, and running back is such a replaceable position that, if he wants 16 mil and he gets injured a lot and he actually doesn't improve the offense, like you said, a whole lot, then he doesn't really deserve 16 mil. I think it says so he's gonna make $1.3 million in his final year this year, and then he wants top 5 running back money, which would be around 13 mil a year, which that's kind of bordering on. That's okay, that would be not terrible to give him. I kind of think he's more in that 11 mil a year range because his talent is top 5. I think running back, but he just hasn't totally shown it yet for a full season. He gets hurt a lot, even in college, he got hurt a lot. So, I don't think he deserves Christian McCaffrey money by any means.
It's hard to argue running backs getting paid nowadays. There's very few I think that should get paid. I think Ezekiel Elliott is a next level back. I think Derrick Henry can be that back. The jury's still out on him, in my opinion. But that's another argument, another video for another day. And CMAC is 100%. Saquon is right there. And then it just sort of drops that. And the next tier is... you're paying big money for a guy that you could probably get maybe slightly less numbers for $4 or $5 million. And they're in that awkward range where they're not going to be that elite level. But they're not... But they deserve more money than so many other guys. It's hard to pay him, and maybe this is the same thing that Dak Prescott did. Is Dak Prescott asking crap ton of money that we knew that he wasn't gonna, that wasn't going to happen. Maybe he's just trying to bargain and just say, I want $16 million because he really wants $13 million, or that's what he thinks is reasonable. And if that is the case, I'm fine with that. But if he genuinely thinks he's going to get $16 million, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, and also because running backs usually they take a beating like every game, and so running backs usually will have their rookie deal and maybe 2 more after that, maybe, and that's it. And so if you're paying, like, I guess the time is now to pay him rather than later, because in 3 or 4 years you're not going to want to pay him big money. So I guess now would be the time, especially since your team really isn't going anywhere right now. I mean, they're just not the most talented in their division even right now, I don't think. So I guess if you want to pay him now and try to build around him, maybe you could do that. I don't know. Kirk Cousins really screwed it up because he's making a ton. Where I think if Kirk Cousins wasn't making what he was making, I think they would just give it to him just because. But they don't want to just give him everything right now. So I don't know.
I agree with you. And one final point I make is, I was talking about this with someone else, that if you look at next off season's running backs and free agency, oh my goodness, it is stacked. I've never seen running backs for free agency. I mean, you have like Derrick Henry, and Dalvin Cook technically would be in there, Austin Eckler, or Phillip Lindsay, Chris Carson, Aaron Jones, and like 5 or 6 more high-end names that are going to be free agents. I want to see how the market plays out before I sign him. Like, there's no... And he's saying he's going to hold out, but I don't think he has any leverage. So I don't really know what to say about this. I don't think he's going to get money before the season starts.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance he could be leaving the team soon.
Yeah, I think he could also. And it all comes back down to, I think, his injury concern. Because if he played 15 or 16 games a year and produced like we've seen him produce in the limited games he has, I don't think this would be a question. But I think his main thing is injury and wanting money that players who don't miss games get. Because when you miss games, that really, I think, deduces what your salary should be. So, I mean, you look like with Dak, like he's wanting a super high amount, and you're like, his talent is not that amount, but he doesn't miss games. So that's a huge factor in why he probably will get paid, because he doesn't miss games and he's there.
Would you pay him 14 million if he was, let's say he made 14, he played 14 and a half games every season? I say 14 and a half is like an average.
I would probably pay him 13.
Okay.
I don't know if I would get up, maybe 14, but once you're talking about 15 a year, that's a lot for a running back.
I'm right there with you. If I saw he was healthy, I don't think I'd be questioning paying him that much. So that's what I'd say. Thank you all for watching this video about Dalvin Cook. Let's see where he goes. It's going to be interesting. Get ready for next offseason, as it's going to be crazy. And get ready. This is an interesting storyline to just keep your eye on during this all. So thank y'all for watching, and bye.